Testing, testing, testing. Ah, the song's amazing. What's going on, Nisa? Trizzy, you love to see when Trizzy's in the chat. How we doing today? We doing all right? I have to find a few. Oh, I'm all out of frame. I'm all out of frame. Trizzy, Nisa, the best in the building, already here. We've got something. Wait, why am I? Oh, I gotta. I'm sorry. My fault. There we go. Sorry, my camera went down for a second, so I had to reset everything. Had to reset all my angles. How we doing? How we feeling, man? How we feeling, man? Let me explain some things to you. So, we got a lot going on. We gonna obviously talk about Shedeur grinding with his guy Gage, right? And that's gonna lead into, I think, some interesting talking points, whether it be the Browns and different things of that nature. So I think it's gonna be a fun video to get into. You know, let's get the actual video itself too. But I also saw that Colin Cowherd of all people, was giving a lot of positive praise. And I might react to this full thing for the second channel, but we're only gonna really be here for the Shedeur clips because I'm gonna build a narrative for you, right? I'm a craft a narrative for you, right? Shedeur is just grinding, right? So we're gonna talk about that, but we also have some people believe in some things, not believe in other things when it comes to Shedeur, right? You know, and Colin Cowherd is even getting, you know what I'm saying, getting real kind of nasty to me, if you ask me. You feel what I mean? Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom. Yeah, lemon. You feel me? Oh, you know what I need? I need some Bernie Kosar in here. That's the last video I need. But I'm gonna let y'all vote in the poll. Lou, how we feeling? So, do y'all want to start with the Shedeur making the Shedeur with Shedeur? Golly, Canada scored 4 goals already. Lord have mercy. Do y'all want to start with Shedeur? You know, making the people believe, or would you like to check out Shedeur putting in the extra work? And I want to debunk some things. I'm going to give you some throwback. You know what I mean? Some throwback to what Shedeur and Gage have been doing as they train again and again and again and again and again and again. So I hope everybody's having a great day. It's a little rainy day, man. It's nice and rainy. I'm letting everybody matriculate in here. And what I want you to know is it's going to be a good day, man. It's going to be an absolute good day. I don't even know if I want to... I don't even know if I want to watch this one, man. There's one in particular that's like, I don't know. My boy Colin Cowherd. You know what I mean? My boy Colin Cowherd acting a fool, man. Aha. boom, boom. All right, y'all done voting? Y'all done voting? Shedeur grind. All right, y'all want to see the Shedeur grind? All right, then. All right, then. Wait.
Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. I'm gonna just tell you right now, if it's even, Shedeur Sanders is gonna get the opportunity because that's just the way.
You feel me? I was just listening to G Bush a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my mind right. How we feeling though? We good? I feel like we just kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We got done. Where my dogs at? Where my it get dangerous. It get dangerous. Rearrangement. Okay. Oh, first off, for real, rest in peace, Tay Keith. Yo. Stop everything. Rest in peace, Tay Keith. I mean, talk about my high school, talk about college, everything you listen. Tay Keith. Like, yo. That's crazy. I didn't know he was only 29 years old. Very, very young man. Awful stuff. I don't know. That just had me. That beat is not similar to Tay Keith. Don't disrespect Tay Keith like that. But I'm just saying, I was thinking in my mind, in my head, as I was thinking about it, right? You feel me? But yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's start where y'all wanted to start. Y'all said y'all wanted to see the grind and how things. What's going on, Donna? How you doing, Donna? Let's go ahead and get cooked up, man. Let's go ahead and get it started. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, actually, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like this and like this and like this. Then we'll actually get into it. Wait, where's a good timestamp?
Junior, stand up.
Where's a good timestamp? Oh, he right here. Yeah, he right. He right in the building. I mean, we don't even need to. Okay, we don't even need it. We can start right here with Coach Marion too. Okay. So you know what I mean? It's getting real dangerous, man. Shedeur Sanders. I would love to tell you this is something new for him. I would love to tell you that Shedeur is doing some crazy thing, going to Colorado, getting in that higher elevation where the air is a little thinner and it takes a little more, where it takes more out of you, right? That high altitude training down there or up there in Boulder, Colorado, linking back up with his alma mater, linking back up with his guy, obviously. Coach Prime, I mean, that's his dad's more than this guy. And then Coach Marion. And you know, you're going to see something here. It's the off season. It's the off season, right? This is vacation time, right? In word to Cam Ward, you know what I'm saying? If you, and you know, Cam Ward, Shedeur from the same camp, same quarterback coach, right? We don't do none of that off time, man. Like it's off time, but we doing what we need to do. It's off time, but I'm in high altitude. I'm talking to one of the most respected, innovative minds in the world of offense in college football, and Coach Marion, by the way. I'm back in the realm of not just high altitude, but being in the area of my Hall of Fame father, who's gonna put me around some great resources. I brought my guy Gage, who's been grinding with me since before it was even a real quarterback battle. Talk to these people, man. Before there was a real quarterback battle, when it was just Shedeur out there throwing to equipment managers, one of the main people who was right next to him was this guy Gage. And look at them, they're together in Colorado, high altitude training, getting that work in. Let's take a peek a little bit at what me. Look, we don't do reactions over here. I do that on my second channel from time to time. But I did think it was great to just see what Gage felt, you know, what it was like being around Boulder. You're gonna see Shedeur seeing you know, his pops again. So let's check out Will Off Media. Y'all should already be subscribed. Y'all should already show some love. So let's go here. Check it out.
96 is this year, bro? You. I won last year. Okay. First NFL game I put him on, man. Okay.
Yeah, Gage.
Do your homework, man.
I'm
a
big, bro. Do your homework. Hey, hey. One thing he gonna do, he gonna stun like his dad. Come on now. Rocking the DTs. You about to meet up with Prime? Why we gotta speak through this, man. Oh, they got the copyright music. They got the, hey, big smile. And they start with the copyright music. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hey, quick little, you know what I mean? Quick little, what's happening? Quick little dap up. Big man back on campus. It's a good vibe. It's a good feeling. But I want to see him link up with his guy, man. And the reason why I say his guy is because it's Dick. Come on, man. The big smile. Grown. With his father. Always good, by the way. Always good, by the way. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I've been watching him for a while. You know what I mean?
But I'm not sitting there saying,
We got throwbacks.
That's it.
It's me and you having an
We got
exchange,
throwbacks?
And Bucky, the cameraman. First of all, the cameraman got emotion. The cameraman got feeling. The cameraman is present for all this game that we shooting back and forth. You don't think he can express himself the least little bit? But the problem is when I say something profound and he says, he gets in trouble.
I heard
Well,
that. I heard everything in your
I did not. We was throwing back. I didn't know. We
We
were just here to watch the training. I had no idea. You know what I mean?
Music to my ears. Like I know whenever you sit on stage talking or anything, I know what you about to
Because
say.
you live with me. You've been groomed by me. You've grown up under me. You are my child that has spent the most time with me. That's why.
So that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of stuff.
All right. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm gonna do this on the second show because this is pretty funny. I want to watch it. What I want to show you is Shedeur actually grinding. So I want to see what kind of work he's putting in. I saw him pulling the sled. Right, y'all go watch the full Well Off Media video. Oh, you got a little Shedeur in the background. Watch Shedeur. Hey man, Shedeur grinding to his own music, man. We know he showed us the house in Cleveland during the season. He got the studio in the crib over there in Cleveland. And there they go. There's Gage. That's his guy Studs as well. He does some camera work too. He does some videos too. Studs, I believe. Studs Views does some good stuff there. How you doing, Sharon Brantley? How you doing? So it's just good. And obviously I'm just muting because they got the music playing. I don't want to disrespect Two's music. You feel me? Or yeah, Two's. I keep forgetting about the number change. But like I said, hey, they pulling change. They doing it big. Gage on his Mac Hollins with the barefoot. How we feel about that? But you get the gist. Shedeur's putting in work. It's the off season. You know what I'm saying? And he's making people believe. Coach Man, hey man, shut up. Sorry, my phone always does that. Actually, I want to hear if there's any extra game that Coach Marion. And remember, if y'all don't know about the Go-Go offense, you finna learn about it. All right. If you don't know about what Coach Marion has been doing over the past 5 years in college football, just elevating every single time, you're gonna learn quickly about it. So let's hear what he had to say. I can't hear nothing. I can just hear the Shedeur music. But you get the point. Shedeur's grinding. He's talking. He's using his resources. Right? Can we hear this?
Because I'm so used to we do everything right.
Oh,
yeah, and he's like, oh, you're right-handed pitcher. I said, well, I think we work the right usually. Right-handed quarterback was going right. He's like, well, what about going back left? I said, that comes to us. Right, all you gotta do is let's go back to.
Okay, so he really picking up some game. Really picking up some next level games. That's good. That's good. He's grinding. He's doing his thing. I just thought it was funny because, y'all pointed something out to me, right? We made a video. I forgot what the video was specifically about. We make a lot of videos over here. And we played this video, and I just want to remind you. Now, this is an old video. This is something that this isn't Colin Coward. This is Mike Florio, somebody who's known to have a problem with not only Deion Sanders. He seemingly has a problem with like every professional football player. Every professional football player has a problem with Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. Regardless, this is a little bit of what he had to say.
I remember seeing some video from the early stages of the offseason program.
And he's just saying that, like, oh, Shedeur didn't look as crisp, but let me hear it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Shedeur Sanders was falling behind Deshaun Watson. And at some point, there was a conversation, a very candid, frank conversation between Todd Monken and Shedeur Sanders about what he needs to do to take that job. And you have it in you. But you can't. It's not about just showing up on game day.
It's not just about showing up on game day. Now, that would be great. That would be phenomenal for the next Disney movie about overcoming and being and do, but that's not the reality we're living in. In the reality we're living in, Shedeur Sanders, without being asked, without being taught, without being anything. I was about to put a bunch of videos from last year, but y'all have already seen those. What's the point of y'all already seen that video? Just go watch videos from things a year ago right now. One of my biggest issues whenever I cover Shedeur, right, is sometimes, y'all make people feel like they're going crazy for supporting somebody who's working really hard. It's easy to support and root for Shedeur because I've seen when the offseason comes, he puts in extra work. We see as soon as Coach Monken gets in Shedeur hasn't left the building. It's reported by multiple people. You got Jason Lloyd. He had to report it finally. Nobody can ever deny the work that he puts in. You can talk about stats and talent and all that stuff. We can have those conversations. But where we start crossing lines and where we do get disrespectful, where, yes, that's the reason why people are so, they're the big fans of Shedeur, right? And people get offended that people are defending him. No, look at the way y'all talk about him. Mike Florio is allowed to talk to his audience, who I'm sure isn't tapped in with all the well-off media videos and the Instagram post. Shedeur he's not loud about what he posted when he's grinding. Bucky made that video. Shedeur does have a YouTube channel. It was on a Shedeur Sanders YouTube channel. I'm grinding. It wasn't on the Shedeur Sanders Twitch channel. I'm not sure if he posted on Instagram. He might have posted on Instagram. But I don't think it was on Shedeur's Instagram. Hey, yo, I'm grinding. I'm out here. Every time we find out Shedeur's at a D3 college, putting in extra work in between the season, on the bye week, traveling out to put extra work, that has been the thing about Shedeur. So, look, if you don't like him as a football player, all good. But when we start getting into these narratives of, he doesn't work hard. Okay, well, now you're just being a lazy reporter. That's what that is. You've got all these resources in you, Mike Florio, can't unearth the truth that, hey, this is just Shedeur. Working, grinding, been doing it since when? But y'all are so comfortable attaching the narrative to Shedeur that he's lazy, that he's entitled, that he's all these things that even the Browns media themselves, as disgusting and twisted as they often are, they have not been able to paint that picture. The best thing they can do is throw gambling addict quarterbacks at you. That's their thing. What about a quarterback that quit on his team? How about an Anthony Richardson? Like, that's all they got. Gambling addicts and people who don't want to play football. They know not to attack Shedeur's character because they've seen it. They've all seen it firsthand. So when we get into this new conversation, right? In the way the tides, and good evening to everybody who's joining. I'm doing this live, by the way. Crowton is checking in. Nicole's checking in. Appreciate y'all. But what I want to say is, now that we're getting into narrative switching mode, because again, man, I love YouTube. Go back and watch Ting's videos from a year ago. And I told y'all, this is what happens. Narrative starts spinning post-draft. Depending on the season, that's what people got to say. Last year, it started off, and I want y'all to remember, because they're running with it this year. It was, Shedeur is a terrible person. He's entitled. He's blah, blah, blah. And then after he got drafted, and after they found out that no one actually had any negative things to say about him, they couldn't unearth actual negative things about him, they switched it. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but the narrative now is, Shedeur's camp, they just didn't handle the draft well. It's because he didn't have an agent. It's because he just didn't do it. He didn't go to the combine. Y'all switched it. Y'all did it around this time. Y'all switched the narrative. Here we go, switching the narrative again. Mary Kay Cabot's coming on with the Lima Bean. And we can't trust Mary Kay Cabot as far as we can throw her, but she's now on the bandwagon of, Shedeur's closing the gap. What gap? Mary Kay, the gap that you made up in your head? So let's hear Mary Kay, because that's the theme of this video. Theme of this video is just, why are we doubting people who put the work in? Why are we surprised that after 3 practices, the whole quarterback competition isn't over? Why, Mary Kay? Tell us why the gap that you created is being closed.
What do you think is going on in the next 5 weeks here with Todd Monken, with Andrew Berry, as they start to make their decision about who starts for this football team? Do they already have an inkling, or are they going to go in here with a clean slate? Because before, Todd was quoted. He wanted to have a starter by training camp. Now that circumstance has changed. So what are they thinking right now?
Well, I think what happened is Shedeur Sanders came on so strong in those last probably 3-4 weeks of OTAs and minicamp that he made it impossible for them to go out there and make a decision right now. I think he kind of just put his nose to the grindstone and really studied that offense and got out there and did what he needed to do at the line of scrimmage, more so than he did in the beginning. When it came to the operation of the offense, he became way, way more efficient, just in terms of going through his progressions, getting rid of the ball, just his footwork, all of that.
Coach
all
told
the
us
things
that
that
already,
you need to do to operate this offense, he became way more efficient. And they really want to see what he can do when the pads come on and when he actually has some pressure.
You know what's so funny? And this is where we go to propagandizing. This is where we go to understanding how narratives are formed, how they're built. Notice how both Mike Florio and Mary Kay Cabot, they're using similar verbiage, right? Oh, Shedeur woke up. Shedeur, he finally put his nose to the grindstone. They want you to think Shedeur from time to time goes from not working hard to then working hard. He apparently gets these random bursts of motivation, I guess. Even though, again, if you've been watching Shedeur, if you've been keeping up with what he's been doing, this isn't a surprise. This isn't nothing new. This isn't. And then, this is the other half, the back half of why I'm saying this is narrative stuff, right? Notice this. Shedeur Sanders came on so strong in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Remember when Mary Kay Cabot initially reported this? Because this is where the media likes to expose themselves. The last 3 to 4 weeks. What happened before the 3 to 4 weeks? You had 3 practices. Right? And 3 practices, Mary Kay, you were ready to call the quarterback competition a quit. 3 to 4 weeks. Why is it that in 3 to 4 weeks, wait a minute, isn't OTAs 1, 2, 3 weeks? Is it mandatory minicamp 1 week? Isn't that the 4 weeks? She basically said what we all said 3 to 4 weeks ago, Mary Kay. When you came out and said Deshaun Watson needs to be named the starter, we said, whoa, it's only been 3 practices. They got like 9 to 12 over the next 3 to 4 weeks. So now 3 to 4 weeks later, you mean the entire offseason program, Mary Kay? You're telling me that 1 week, Deshaun Watson, 3 days and Deshaun Watson's the guy. And then it took you a month. It took 4 weeks of Shedeur looking good for the gap to be closed? No, that's called the offseason program. That's what that's called. You're reworking what is basic football. No, Mary Kay, you're telling me a second-year player took some time to learn a brand new offense? Whoop-de-doo. I need to add that sound to that. I need a whoop-de-doo sound. I need to do that. Yeah, man. I just don't know. I don't know where we get from here. Look, man, I'm not trying to spam y'all with Shedeur videos while Shedeur is doing it. But if he's grinding, we're gonna check in on him. We're gonna show you what's up. If stupid stuff's happening, I'm gonna come and try to debunk it. I just thought these things were interesting. I just thought it's interesting how all of a sudden, man. But hey, man, I don't know nothing about nothing. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't. Hype the video. Most importantly, be great, be amazing, be blessed. I tell you to hype the video. Look, man, I the invisible gaps being closed by Shedeur Sanders. I'm happy for him, man. I really am. Two's that guy, and don't you forget, Two's that guy in the city too.
All right, what you want to say, bro?
Shedeur, you missing out, bro. You missing out.
Yeah, you missing out, Shedeur.
You get dangerous.
Let the people talk, man. Let the people talk. All right, if you're here live, don't go nowhere. If you're here live, don't go nowhere, man. We got more to yap about, man. We got more to yap about, man. All right, we're going to get into Shedeur Sanders making the people believe. And then we got some interesting videos today. So I've been teasing this video for a while. I have an evergreen video that I want to do in the offseason, right? Instead of just reporting on the nonsense of the Browns media, there's an evergreen video I've put together where we can do it live. I'm probably not going to do all of them live, but this one in particular. And it's basically breaking down Shedeur Sanders' historic first NFL start. So if you want to do it, we're going to do it in a specific way. I told you about the 8 plays. I have it ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. I got my stats and facts. So if y'all want to do that, y'all got to vote in this poll. So what's next? After this video, we're gonna wrap up with Shedeur. Just speaking about a few things, what the legends have to say, right? Dion has had to say some things as well too, so we're gonna pop in and see what's going on there. So it's either gonna be, what videos we got? We can do some reactions. Oh, we can do. I really want to do this Mesi versus Eli Manning thing. That's gonna be a second channel thing, or we can do Shedeur first. Start breakdown. All right, Shedeur first start breakdown. Message. All right, so y'all vote on that. We're about to get into the second video. I'm gonna read the chat a little bit. I see some people popped in. Want to make sure we did shout out everybody who needed to be shouted out. Called the dog check. I already talked about Nisa. Nisa's always in the building. Lou, we already talked about. Lou's already been in the building. Don, what's going on? Nicole, Frank Berry says Shedeur been in the gym all off season too. Most bodybuilders take a week off every 12 weeks so they can heal and reboot their nervous system. Look, and I'm sure Two's gonna get his rest, but he ain't resting anytime soon, it seems. So I already talked about what's going on with Sharon. I already said hi to Nicole. Nicole also said they even considered Shedeur Sanders when he did the mime thing worse than gambling. Talk about it, man. When Shedeur did that mime thing, they act like the sky was falling. TI8 says she's funny to say in the beginning. He wasn't given an opportunity to play and practice as much in the beginning. That's what and that's the point. Like, I don't know what we're talking about. Like it's over. It hadn't even start. Like we were in the pre of the preseason. Like it's crazy, right? Now, this second video, and the Robert Beal says, maybe you mean Mary M. Casey, needs to learn how to report the whole truth. Yeah, and just be honest, right? Just say, if you're going to come out and say, Deshaun's leading, it should be, but we're only 3 days in, and a lot can change. Like, it's very easy in my mind to say that, and you can still report your opinion. You can still say, I want Deshaun Watson to start. But to say that the shit's over, like, it just didn't make no sense to me. It didn't make no sense to me. Now, this is where we're going to go next. Our guy Bernie Kosar has some great things to say about Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders seems to really get a lot of belief and a lot of praise from legends of the game. One specific legend, Mr. Bernie Kosar, has really been unwavering in his support of Shedeur ever since he's been a part of the Browns, right? You see here, this is from May 30. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Great spending time with the talented Shedeur Sanders, an outstanding young man with a bright future ahead. His work ethic, leadership, and commitment to excellence are what game changers are all about. And first off, obviously Bernie Kosar was fighting some health situations. He has overcame his health situation. Obviously, that's a beautiful blessing best thing. And he also had this to say most recently. This was a few days ago. I know some people already reported on this, but I'm going to use this video to kind of segue into the full idea of Shedeur Sanders making legends believe, because I really think that's just what he's been doing ever since he's been a part of the Cleveland Browns. So let's hear this little snippet.
I don't see anything wrong with what Shedeur does. I love his personality. Like, I get people, oh, they don't like his personality. Like, are you crazy? Like, it's one of the greatest, coolest personalities. He's happy. He talks. He goes out to all these kind of events. He's amazing on his off time, hanging out with high school's kids and junior high kids, and the influence he makes his teammates look up to him. He has confidence and belief in himself. And us quarterbacks, we are victims or beneficiaries of the guys around us. And I'm not looking to say anything negative that gets me in trouble, but the Browns were poor last year on offense, and we had injuries at the end of the year. And for Shedeur to come in and play productively at the end of the year when the line was woeful, the receivers were non-existent, okay, and he made plays. Now, I wish we drafted Andrew Berry like this when I was playing, a lineman and two receivers with the first, 30-some picks, okay? But now to see him play with 3 weapons, okay, and some signing on the offensive line, like, I'm really looking forward to that.
And in certain words, some people would say,
It get dangerous.
I mean, that's what some people would say. So let's unpack this. Like, let's go ahead and unpack this little ham sandwich, man. Let's unpack. I'm so happy that he said this the way he said it, because now I can bring this up too, right? I can bring up what another legend said, right? This is awesome. This is perfect, right? So I promise you, I had a plan for this video, and these quotes are going to be together. But I didn't know how identical the thought process that Bernie Kosar and both Deion Sanders are sharing. So obviously, when Deion Sanders says something like this, and this is what he said, right? Oh, I gotta get my epic pen. Boom, there it is. There we go. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. He says a quarterback needs help. He was asking questions, I believe, and he does lots of interviews. Obviously, he's been doing some stuff. He's been talking to front office. He's doing his rounds as a head coach. So, asked about Shedeur, asked about his first year, and he says, "Look, man, it's a little different. Oh my God, that is ginormous. It's a little different with the quarterback. He needs several things to go right for him to be successful." So, it's very interesting. So first off, I want to give more respect to Bernie Kosar, because something that I've always been big about is like, y'all can talk about, like I said, the play. We can have that conversation, right? But never in a million years will you ever get me to think, believe, or allow you to perpetrate the idea that Shedeur Sanders is a bad person. From what we've seen, he's been the exact opposite. From what we've seen, as much as people want to call him entitled and all these other stuff. Look, talk about his football, but the man himself seems to give his time to, the unfortunate, give his time to the needy, give his time to his teammates, give his time to working on his craft, right? So that being said, I really appreciate Bernie Kosar being adamant about that. He's been adamant. He's been consistent about that ever since Shedeur has gotten on the Browns, a legend, probably the last great Browns quarterback, not named Baker Mayfield, to do big things, has been consistently saying, hey, that dude's got something. That dude has something inside him that can most likely create elite level quarterback play. And I really think, as obviously Deion Sanders' nickname for Shedeur is grown, right? He's an old soul, but not just an old soul. He's an old style quarterback. He's a guy that likes to go give his guys a chance, sit in the pocket and deliver, right? It's a little different flavor. And I think if you really sit back and engage and really pour your resources into him, I think what you're gonna be able to see is somebody who can play football at a very, very high level. Now, I want to talk about something, because as we talked about two things, again, the way that they are perfectly aligned, the way that they keep saying Bernie Kosar and Deion Sanders have both said recently some similar things. So I want to go past that, and now I want to talk about the supporting cast, right? And it's so interesting. When the conversation was had about supporting cast in the season, people are delusional. People are making excuses, yada, yada, yada. Reps don't matter. And then we get to the offseason, and now everybody's using, oh, yeah, Shedeur finally gets reps. Interesting. And then, we're in the season. We're saying, hey, Cam Robinson, he's KT Livingston. These motherfuckers ain't blocking. They just letting people, they just Olay. You know what I'm saying? They just letting people run right past them. Right? And now all of a sudden, everybody's agreeing. Not only is everybody agreeing, but the stats agree. Ranked 31st PFF offensive line unit. Closing out the season. That's with injuries. That's also with missing some Dylan Sampson some days. Missing some Harold Fanning in that game-winning drive that he put together. Right? So, why is it such a crazy thing to say, hey, you need to build around a quarterback? You need to give him plenty of weapons that don't drop the ball, Jerry Jeudy. That don't make touchdowns, interceptions, Jerry Jeudy. Not the point. But I know, I know people were outraged when Deion said that. I know that. I know when he said that, people said QBR and this and Nurse Shedeur is not good. Well, you know who else wasn't good? Every other Browns quarterback. And I bring this point up, and nobody can ever argue this back to me. When I say, okay, you think Shedeur is bad? How about every other quarter? How did every other quarterback do? Look, I think Dylan Gabriel also slightly worse, right? When you get into big playability, he gets worse. If you get into efficiency numbers, Dylan Gabriel's better because he threw less interceptions. But at that point, we're nitpicking. Do you want to convert third downs or do you want no interceptions? You gotta pick one between them two. It sounds like a system in a team, and I hate when people in my comments are like, "Oh, y'all say the offensive line is bad for Shedeur. What happened to Dylan Gabriel?" Go watch my videos. I said it was bad. I told y'all I was arguing with Browns. I was arguing with the Browns fans at the beginning of the season, saying this offensive line is old and they're gonna explode. And what happened? Them old asses exploded. So no. Stop just because we're making good, valid points about our quarterback. Cause God forbid if I made an excuse for Justin Herbert. Oh my God. Oh my God. God forbid if I made an excuse for Josh Allen. Did you see him cry at the podium? You gotta feel bad for him, right? But I don't feel bad for a quarterback whose receivers were handing the ball off to the defenders. I don't feel bad for a quarterback whose offensive line was by the end of the season was just a group of dudes. I don't even think they knew each other's names. I don't even think they knew each other's name. They had just Tweedledee and Tweedledum out there. And Kevin Stefanski told Wyatt Teller to sit on the bench and do push-ups. I was disgusted. I was disgusted from what I'm seeing. But I'm happy that, hey, maybe when the NFL legend says it, maybe when the Browns legend says it, maybe we can all get our heads out of our arses and be like, maybe a starting quarterback with no reps, whose system wasn't really built around him, people dropping touchdowns in the end zone, people handing interceptions off. Oh yeah, I'm sure that had no inkling on Shedeur Sanders' play. I'm sure of it. But last thing here, because while that goes viral, and while everybody is gonna have plenty to say about Deion and Deion stop talking and Deion Hey man, by the way, when you get a gold jacket, can I say something? If I'm in the Hall of Fame of some shit and y'all tell me I can't talk about it, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth. I gotta be honest with you. That is obscene. You gonna tell me I am an NFL Hall of Famer and y'all gonna cry every time I comment on the NFL? I'm one of the best to ever do it ever. I'm one of the best to put cleats on and step on a football field. I'm gonna talk about the NFL. So that's the other thing. That's the other thing. And quick clips, I'm not upset. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just heating up a little bit. I'm not even upset yet. It just don't make no sense. That's a good song by NBA Youngboy. Anyway, because I do feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. The point is Deion Sanders said this, and now, again, this is the second time he has praised Andrew Berry. That he is comfortable with Browns GM Andrew Berry's direction following the Myles Garrett trade, noting that while he isn't privy to all the internal factors behind the move, he is interested to see how it ultimately plays out. And again, glowing review of Andrew Berry. He says he's happy with Mr. Andrew Berry and what he's doing. I'm not going to question his direction of what he's going to bring to the table. I'm not there, so I don't know all the intangibles that provoked that trade. I'm just happy that for what they got, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. While the media goes and finds, I'm sure you're going to see a video of somebody, probably Emmett Golden, let's be honest. let's be honest. We can all be honest. Probably Tony Grossi, right? They're going to come out here. Mike Florio, they're going to come complain. Colin Cowherd. Why is Deion Sanders? And you know what they'll never... Yeah, Trizzy. It's about shooting the messenger. It's about invalidating the clear point because of who's saying it. And y'all don't look funny. Y'all don't look smart. Y'all don't look... It looks silly when the people that y'all agree with start saying these things. As a Browns fan, you gonna say Bernie Kosar's wrong? I wish you would. Hey, I wish you would. I wish you would be like dumbass Lima Bean and tell Jarvis Landry, the man that was in the locker room, what the fuck happened in the locker room. The balls of the Lima Bean. Wow, the gall of him. But as all these other things are going to start going viral and everyone has problems, something that I haven't seen talked about through all this stuff, everybody's mad at Shedeur fans and everybody wants to get mad at because y'all are 30 years old paying attention to Twitter comments. Let's be honest with you. All the Browns media who just complains. What's going on, GG, by the way? Oh my God, the Shedeur fan base. Hey, maybe if you weren't 30 years old listening to Twitter comments, maybe you wouldn't have such a bad time. Maybe you wouldn't be so offended by Shedeur Sanders and the cult if you as a 30-year-old didn't spend so much time answering Twitter comments. I'm gonna just put that out there too, because it's real nasty what I see y'all doing. So I better see 15 think pieces about Deion Sanders praising Andrew Berry. He praised him on that G. Bush interview that y'all went crazy about. Y'all tried to act like G. Bush was a propagandist. Did you not hear Deion Sanders praise Andrew Berry? If everything was true like y'all say it, like the Browns fans and Shedeur haters, all y'all, Deion should hate Andrew Berry. Shouldn't Deion be talking crazy and all this? That's what y'all wanted, right? That's what y'all expected, right? But that's not the case. Actually, praised him multiple times. Actually, quite fond of the team that he's building. So I gotta ask, like, when y'all have problems when Deion Sanders says, "Hey, quarterback needs," and I'm not even saying because it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure they're gonna do it, but they have problems with everything Deion says. My problem isn't really that because I haven't seen it. My problem is that why aren't these things amplified? Right? We have conversations about who and what quarterback and Brendan Sorsby and all this stuff. And we cry and complain about the idea of Deion possibly meeting an NFL coach, an NFL Hall of Famer meeting an NFL coach. I know. Crazy thing to happen. But the same man that y'all said was going to tear down the Browns and he's going to try to take the head coaching job and he's going to do this and he's going to do that. He seems to be praising the Browns. He seems to be praising the CEO, basically, of the Browns, right? Or the COO. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the GM. Speaking highly of Todd Monken. He's even spoke highly of Dylan Gabriel. I don't know if y'all remember, but he's even said positive things about Dylan Gabriel. it's like they're trying to find something to fit their narrative, to fit their negativity narrative. So watch. I want y'all to do that. If y'all are gonna go watch the Browns media, pay attention to what they put, what they don't put. And speaking, I want to close this out. This is food for thought. I thought Josh Cribbs said something interesting, and I want to ask you this question. We're just gonna play the video. We're just gonna play the video, and then we're gonna ask the question that it's ultimately being asked.
The
right?
starter is known in the building, like without a shadow of a doubt. The starter is known in the building, and there was a in-house discussion that hey, this is going to be in-house. You guys will flip-flop reps and such, and we're going to follow us accordingly. But we're going to just do everything in-house.
So if you can't see, Josh Cribbs believes without a shadow of a doubt the starter is known in the building, and by that means, amongst the players, they know what it is. So my question to you is, who do you think the QB1 is? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got opinions, but my opinions are, they just opinions. So let me know how y'all feel about everything else. But yeah, like this video if you like it. Just like if you don't. If you're here live, don't go anywhere. We're not stopping the live stream. But if you're not watching live, like I said, like it, hype it, do all that fun stuff, bop it, twist it, pull it, all of it. Be great, be blessed, be beautiful. See you next time. Peace. Nate Easley with $1.99. The diaper fund continues to go. Now, I need to tell you a little something. I was supposed to have it ready. I took a rainy nap, so I didn't get to. I'd be slacking off. I'd be taking these rainy naps, and it'd be derailing me. But if you see the comment, what's going on, Leanne? What's going on? What's going on, Leanne? If you see the comment that I have posted or I have pinned in the chat, do y'all see that? Chat, can y'all give me a yes if you see the pinned comment in the chat? We're gonna do a we're about to do the as y'all voted, we're going to do the Shedeur Sanders first start. Oh no, we're gonna do Shedeur Sanders first start. So that's what we're gonna do next. So y'all voted. This is a new concept of a video. I would love to do this in the off season with different videos. Obviously, we got 7 Shedeur games to talk about. We got some if we on the second channel we can do some collegiate games as well. What's it called? And then obviously we could do some Cam Ward games. We can do some, some classic games. Maybe some Deion Sanders games, XYZ. Quick Clip says that was a great nap. You're not waking up doing anything after that. I'm not mad at you. Hey, it was tough. It was tough. So this is what we're gonna do. But do y'all see? Ethan Ross says if S2 doesn't play and ends up getting traded, who would be a good fit for him? Who do you think? Okay, so good fit. I've always liked the Rams. Yes, the Rams because I like that coach. But bigger than that because they've already picked their guy. What I meant to say is I've always heard the Lions thrown around, and I think the Lions would be very interesting. You have a really good offensive line. You've got a coach that can probably handle a Shedeur Sanders, right? He can actually handle big personalities. You think about the personalities there at the Lions, right? They're a very lovable type of guy. I think he would fit in great there too, right? Like the knuckles and trunks thing, Jared Goff getting almost like a second breath of fresh, where he was kind of a meme when he was with the Rams. When he went with the Lions, it really felt like there was an acceptance about him. People really like him. Teddy Bridgewater, I believe, is still there. Is he still there, or is he with the Bucks? No, I think he's with the Bucks. But regardless, I think Hendon Hooker's also with the Titans. But yeah, I think him with the Lions, I think that would be good. I think that would be a good spot. Jared Goff is, I'm not saying he's at the end of his career, but he's getting older. He's done his thing. His window is starting to close. So Shedeur gets a year to probably get a little better, get that much sharper. Jared Goff, I think, is a good player to learn from too. He's a guy again that knows he's been a professional for a while. I think that could be a good situation. But that's just off the top of my head. I might have to look, everywhere. But I need y'all in the chat right now. Do y'all see the in the chrome blue helmet? That would be fire. That'd be fire. Do y'all see the pinned comment? I need to know. Drop a yes if you see a pinned comment. Everybody talking to me, but y'all not dropping yeses. Can I explain something to you? Can I explain something to you? Now, if you're a member, understand that you will get a discount, but I Tings. I'm about to move all my content off of YouTube and onto Patreon. Dang it, Robert. Wait. Oh, for real? Wait, can y'all not see the pinned comment? Y'all might not actually be able to see it. Do y'all not see it? Oh, y'all don't see it. Oh, okay. Some people see it. Some people don't see it. Okay. Well, see, and that's important. Okay. All right. See, and that's important. That's important. I thought y'all was, you know what I mean? I thought y'all was acting crazy. I just dropped a new pinned comment. Thank y'all for letting me know. I just dropped a new pinned comment. Patreon. There. Okay. Thank you, Brandon Jones. Thank you. I am moving all of my content from YouTube to Patreon. Now, no, that does not mean that there's not going to be YouTube comment. The content is going to be on YouTube and Patreon. But if you want ad-free content, right? Because I knew I was going to do that for my members. It's a little difficult to do with what's it called? It's a little difficult to do with YouTube with the ad-free stuff. So members, you're still gonna get members content. Actually, I'm gonna add some members shorts and I'm gonna do members live streams for y'all. But really, what the membership or the Patreon is for is if you want anything from my second channel, from my shorts, from everything's gonna be in one place. Does that make sense? Everything's gonna be in one place. I'm gonna upload the live stream VOD. So these that you're watching in full, they're going to be on there. No ads, right? So if you want to do that. And then there's also a tier if you feel so inclined, to donate more and be locked in, where I'm going to be reopening up the chat. I still have people in the Twitter chat. So if you want to get in there, reopening the Discord. If you want shout outs in my videos at the end of all my videos as well. And then you're going to also get early content as well as exclusive behind the scenes content. So what I want to say is, members, that don't mean, you know what I mean? Y'all still gonna get what y'all get, because y'all still get early stuff. Y'all still get some ad-free things, stuff like that. Patreon is like for everything. It's for this. It's for all the content. It's for the second channel. All of it ad-free, because I'm not gonna do members on my second channel. It's just not big. It's not there. You know what I mean? Whoa. I didn't say I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm actually staying on YouTube. I'm continuing to grind YouTube. I'm just diversifying my portfolio, and there's not a lot of different places that I like long form more than short form videos, to be honest with you. I like making long form videos more than I like making short form videos. So there's not a lot of places where long form videos can like live, except for Patreon. So I did some research, XYZ. I'm still, like I said, I do short form. I don't do any short form on this channel because I don't like I don't want to get into it, but strategy things, I don't like shorts on channels. But I would love for a thing where I don't have to be so algorithmically, you know what I mean? We can do some throwback stuff, some fun stuff, some Shedeur stuff, some non-Shedeur stuff, some Texan stuff, some Texas stuff. So if you really, really rock with Tings, but this is only, I need to hear, this is if you rock with Tings. If you're just here for the Shedeur updates, I'm cool. You ain't got to join. It's all gravy. It's all good. You good? We good. I'm going to still provide it for you. But if you rock with Tings for real, you know what I'm saying? If you rock with Tings for real. Also, if you become a member of the Patreon, pinned comment, the new It Get Dangerous merch, yes, it is coming. You will get exclusive discounts to that. We're doing hats for sure. I think we're just going to do hats. I don't want to get into the t-shirt business. I just feel like that's tacky. I don't know. Everybody got a t-shirt. I want to do hats. I like hats. I use hats all over on my thing, so I think that's good. It's a part of me. I really enjoy hats. I don't want to sell y'all something that I don't like. You know what I mean? I don't want to just say also, oh, look, here's a hat. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I am in Georgia, but I am from Houston. And when I took my trip to Houston, I acted damn fool. I got a bunch of hats. I got a whole bunch of hats. You know what I mean? Mad respect. I appreciate that. But for real, I would really appreciate if y'all supported the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Did the big stuff. We're going to just be, again, exclusive content, more content, fun content, all that fun stuff. Now, actually, let me get you a new poll. So now we're going to do either Eli Manning or reactions after this video. So, well, actually, I'm going to give y'all a triple one. Eli versus Mesi. We can do Eli versus Mesi. We can do what's that other one? We can do a mini camp check-in because there are still some mini camps. Or we can just do some reactions. Just some general reactions. What's next? All right, cool. All right, answer the poll. Now, this I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about this next video. When I get my little coin, I'll get my Patreon. Just support you, my guy. I appreciate that, Leanne. If you don't, hey, and that's I always say this on any of the stuff that I do, whether it's membership or stuff like that. If you don't got no money to spend, don't be spending no money on things. Don't do that. The support of you watching the videos is more support than I can ask for, like legitimately. And that's why I said, like, if you just want Browns and NFL updates, hey, don't even worry about Patreon, don't even whatever. It is what it is. But if you're out with things, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be being goofy over there. So, you know, it is what it is. Do not feel inclined to have to do that. Don't feel all that stuff. And also, it has like a free trial thing. I'll put that on there too. Let y'all eat. And of course, if you're a member, there's like a way that I can either give you a discount or make it free. So if you're already a member, let me know because I'll make you. You know what I mean? So, but we'll get that all figured out. Now, this is a very exciting, very exciting. What's it called? Very exciting. Very exciting video that I'm very excited about. So let's get right into it. When I was playing football in high school, I had a high school coach that told me 8 plays decide an entire football game, and that always made me think about what are the 8 plays that decide a football game. So today we're going to start a new series where I choose 8 plays that decided a football game, starting with a very iconic and historic, yes, it's actually a historic game, Shedeur Sanders' first NFL start as a Cleveland Brown. And I know you might be saying, historic, all this other stuff. What, you're just a Shedeur fan? You're just a glad? No. See, things comes with facts and things of that nature. Now, first things first, this might not be historic, but it is pretty crazy. Remember, at the time of the Raiders game, this was Week 12, by the way, Week 12 of the NFL season 2025. Shedeur Sanders had 3 of the longest completions by the Browns in the entire season. That is completions of 66 yards, 52 yards, as well as 39 yards. There had been 12 games played before this, or I guess 11 games because the bye. There had been 11 games played before this, as well as 2 other quarterbacks that played. And Shedeur Sanders had thrown the farthest 3 passes. The farthest pass at that time before Shedeur played was 40 yards. A 40-yard pass play was the longest thing. And Shedeur Sanders did all 3 in one game. Not to mention that, because again, historic. What's so historic about it? Shedeur Sanders became the first Cleveland Brown quarterback to win his first NFL career start in nearly 30 years, and specifically 26 years to be exact. So yes, that by all definition was a historic, absolute historic first game. So let's get into it, and we're gonna start with a play that I think everybody is very familiar with, right? We're gonna start with something nice and clean and nice. You know what I mean? We're gonna go over here and take this and go like that. All right. Why is it doing this? Hold up. Why isn't it? I want to go like full screen. I'm kind of confused here. Hold up. Why want to go like full screen? It's not going full screen. It's going like half full screen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not doing like I want more full. I want it as full as possible. But it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? I do it. Oh, I do it. Hold up. Sorry. I don't like the way this look. I don't like the edge and whatnot. So let me do this real quick. Come here. We go transform, edit, transform. Let's do the top crop like 50. Like 100. Oh, Go 50. Okay. Bottom go 50. Yeah. Right go 50. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's a little bit better. It's not that much better, but it's a little bit better. All right. Let's get into it. So let's start with the bomb heard around the world. And more importantly, obviously, because copyright reasons, we're going to have to do this very slow. We're going to have to look at all 8 angles. And I want to explain to you some of the particulars that are going on, why these plays are so big and what makes them so important. So again, context is everything. Now, before this, obviously, Shedeur Sanders had a bit of a rough first real NFL snaps. I'm going against that Baltimore defense that absolutely blitzed the hell out of him. And in fact, Shedeur Sanders was one of the highest blitzed quarterbacks in all of the league last year. And you saw this, the trend start from Baltimore, continue over into the Raiders. But what you saw from Shedeur is somebody who quickly found out ways to deal with that, right? So we're going to get a trips, or at least a bunch trips up here. Got Harold Fanning at the bottom of the strips here. And then you got, I think that's Harold or D Ford out there. I'm kind of on this wing H-back type vibe, right? And then obviously Jerry Jeudy isolated. This is 3rd and 8, right? So right now it's the first quarter. You're up 1 touchdown, right? You're only up 1 touchdown. It could get real ugly. It could get real dangerous. So you need this on your side of the 50-yard line. How is a rookie gonna convert a big time 3rd and 8, especially speaking of 8, when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I mean technically 8 players that could potentially rush you right now. So we know how this play went. You know what I mean? So we can go back piece by piece here. And the most important thing that you're gonna see here is that all 7 people came. All 7 of them came. How insane is that? On 3rd and 8, they say, we are going to light you up. You get some chip help from Harold Fanning, right? Tyree Wilson, former 1st round D lineman, former Texas Tech player, gets a clear shot on Shedeur. This is what the people said. Not athletic enough Sanders, right? Right. And Mr. Shedeur not athletic enough. Mr. Shedeur doesn't have a big enough NFL arm. Sanders from his own 35-yard line. Boom! From his own 35-yard line to the opponent's 10-yard line. And if Isaiah Bond, could just keep his feet there, I mean, we're talking about the first touchdown of Shedeur Sanders' career. Now, again, 8 plays that define a game. So let's really talk about it. Let's look at what Shedeur sees. Max Crosby, one of the deadliest players in the league, within this wide-ass 7 technique, and Tyree Wilson on the same side. You got all this mucked up, right? And everybody comes. And not only is the Browns' offensive line putrid at this point, Cam Robinson, Jack Conklin, he didn't even play the rest of the season after this, right? Not only that, but they were very bad at picking up stunts, very bad at picking up anything exotic. So what you see here is Jack Conklin's very, very smart, so smart, he decides to jump out here for Max Crosby. Now, look, Max Crosby, very scary player. Very, very scary player. But, man, we've got to decide either, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to think that he told everybody to slide left and Jack Conklin either didn't slide or he was just one-on-one over here. Or Wyatt Teller wasn't supposed to be one-on-one. But I don't know how we have somebody chipping and blocking Conklin and allow Tyree Wilson with a free shot at the quarterback. I don't know. But what I do know is they said Shedeur had a weak arm and off platform rolling to his right. I mean, I don't even know if you
It get dangerous.
I at that point it gets real dangerous. On to play 2. We're going to play 2. What's play 2? The Genty run. Mr. Genty. Here we go. I'm hoping you're enjoying this new type of football. Okay. So, what's it go? Wait. I need the run. I need the runs. Where the runs at? Well, that sounds crazy. I need the runs. That sounds crazy. Not this. I think it's this right here. Nope. 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 Where is the 12-year? There we go. Big runs. Big runs. Big runs. Big runs. Okay. Okay, wow, that's just kind of ugly. Now, can I take you to the second quarter with 6:53 left? The score is 14-3. Obviously, the Browns punched it in after Isaiah Bond got down to the 1-yard line. And what you're going to see here is what made that score so important, right? What makes that score so important is that you've got Freddy Krueger back here, right? I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it on the screen. But you got, not Freddy Krueger. I said Freddy Krueger. Homie from Halloween. What his name is? Jason Voorhees. You got Jason Voorhees back here, a.k.a. Mr. Ashton Jeanty. Phenomenal football player. He's back here. And on the second play of the 8 plays that decided this very historic game for the Cleveland Browns, you're going to see him get loose, right? And again, why is this play so important? Why is this run play so important? Why am I showing it to you, right? Because not only does it foreshadow some of the issues that the defense is going to have, it foreshadows how good Ashton Jeanty really is. So we're just leaning on people here, right? We got the offensive line, a young offensive line in the Raiders, right? Who's not the greatest, but they have a lot of young players that are improving every single year, it seems like. And it seems like they have a little tight end crack here where he kind of folds in, boom, boom. He finds work. They find work. Everybody just, this is beautiful stuff. Now, if I get the end zone, I want to show, I want to see, is this duo? Like, what is this? Is this power? Like, I want to really try to show you what this is. I believe this is duo, right? So football people, correct me if I'm wrong, but duo is, as you can see, a play where you work double teams, right? Duo, you work double teams to get to the second level, right? So tackle is isolated here. He's just going to take care of Myles Garrett. And the reason they call it duo is because you got your double teams, and your double teams are then going to climb to the second level, right? So you get this beautiful double team. Then you've got a free man basically to take Carson out of this play. You still have 2-man on this backside backer. And again, duo to second level. Now you're about to get Bush, who's going to get really cracked here. Boom. I mean, he gets leveled. This is how you want a duo run to hit. You get your beautiful double teams. You get to the second level. And then Ashton Jeanty is Ashton Jeanty. Oh, my goodness. Ronnie Hickman, I think you're a phenomenal football player. But you can't let a rookie do this to you. You can't let You can't let a rookie put you on your arse like that. So that was play 2 of these 8 plays. Now, going, let's continue. Let's play 3. I got my little cheat sheet here. So everybody's favorite, man, Jerry Jeudy. Here we go. Now, I showed you a big run. I showed you a big pass. Now, on the third play that decided this game, you're going to see an absolute heartbreaking mistake from a man that a lot of people know as Jerry Jeudy. So this one we ain't got to get too technical about. Shedeur is going to buy himself some time. He's going to throw a nice ball that's catchable, and Jerry Jeudy is going to do Jerry Jeudy things. So first things first, I do want to watch him operate here. He's going to get this hike. Boom. They're sending for Adam. Max Crosby here. You had a little fake there, or a little fake chip there, right? We got offensive linemen. They're on their what is even, like, when you go back and watch these, like, what is the offensive line doing? Like, actually, why are they on their knees? He's on his knees. He just headbutted somebody's spleen. What is he doing? He headbutting people. Regardless, Shedeur rolls and he rolls. He directs traffic. He sits. He stands while he has somebody about to hit him. Beautiful, nice, catchable ball. He finds some space in the zone. And Jerry Jeudy, you could just trip and fall. Jerry Jeudy, you could, and I don't wish this on you, please don't take this out of context. Jerry Jeudy, you could have tore your Achilles on this play and it would have turned out better. You could have just dropped, you could have just took a knee. And what happened next would have been so much better. But as we know, Jerry Jeudy, I just don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. We should have knew. He gets up, he starts skipping, hopping, and jumping. The ball's on the ground. Next play. I don't even want to justify that. I don't even want to justify that. Let's get into Garrett's first sack. Where the heck is the big time plays? Oh, here we go. Boom. Myles Garrett. Okay. Don't do this shit. I hate when I don't know why it's doing that. This is the buggiest. You would think. I pay for the NFL Pro and the everything. It is still so buggy. Okay, cool. Boom. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Play number 4. Now, halfway through these 8 plays, you're going to see an absolute instant impact. I would be remiss. I would be wrong if I didn't point out how dominant the defense was in this game. Geno Smith was seeing ghosts. His offensive coordinator was just drawing up plays on a paper napkin. It was not a good situation to be a Raiders quarterback today. And it had a lot to do with a man that sadly is not on the Browns anymore. But my goodness, is he one of the most phenomenal football players to watch operate and watch just decimate other football players, as Myles Garrett with a minute left to go, right? And again, these plays are picked for a certain reason. It's a minute left to go, right? It's 14-3. The Raiders have a chance with a minute here on the better half of the 50-yard line to go get some points, to go into the halftime, or go into the halftime, to go into halftime, with a little bit of confidence, with a little bit of momentum. But the first thing you get on a 1st and 10, when you're 5 yards away from your field goal target line, plenty of time, you got a timeout, you're in an advantageous situation. It's not very advantageous when a man like Myles Garrett is out on the loose. So we're just going to watch him operate, right? The first thing you're going to see here is, a defensive end is accustomed to getting chips when the first thing he looks at, the first person he looks at is this tight end, right? Edge rushers hate dealing with tight ends because you just some extra fluff that I got to deal with because you're going to chip me or you're going to try to help this tackle, right? But Myles Garrett gets chipped every time he breathes air. So he's going at this tight end. Look at his eyes, by the way. Obviously, he's looking in the backfield, but if you see his eye, he's looking through this tight end, right? So he starts wide, starts violent, and he does that because, if you going to put a tight end out on here, your tight end is going to get worked, buddy, okay? So no, one quick little stab and just the technicals here. Myles Garrett at 6'5", 285 pounds, he could ragdoll this tight end. He could just bull rush him, roll him over. But again, a master pass rusher, right? When dealing with a situation like this is a max protect. You have your tight end in to block, and you also have, it's not technically max protect because max protect would only be 2 routes. Regardless, it's almost max protect, right? You have your running back in to block as well as your tight end in to block, right? So what he does masterfully, right? Having a plan of attack, he puts this left hand right here, right? And he's going to take this other right hand with a really good leverage, and he's going to swim through him, right? Now, what that does is it allows him to maintain speed. If he bull rushes him, right, he's going to lose a bit of power. He's converted that speed to the power to bull rush the tight end, because the problem is he's got to deal with this tackle. He dispatches the tight end like he's not there, swims him. And now at this point, I don't know if y'all can tell. But Myles Garrett is actually the deepest player in the backfield right now. After getting through a double team, you have, I think this is either a defensive lineman or this is Bush. He has to deal with that running back over there, right? And then you got a double team here, right? And then you got a double team here. Myles Garrett is the deepest and closest to the quarterback right now after dispatching a double team with a tight end. Now he gets to the tackle. Now he works the tackle, okay? Look at the positioning. He's on that outside shoulder, and he's ready to work. Again, fast hands, violent hands. He swipes. He swipes again. Now he leans. Now he bends. Now shout out to the defensive tackles as well. Collapsing the pocket. Great work there, collapsing. And he really, what happens here is, and this is they call this not aura, but what do they call it? It's gravity. That's what the kids call it. This motherfucker is so scared that Myles Garrett is eating these motherfuckers' lunch money that he comes off of this double team. He should have stayed on the double team, right? Because what happens now is you try to come help, he don't got a chance. Now it's over with. It's over with. That's really good defense. You like to see those a lot. You love to see those. Next play, Dylan Sampson. So, you know what I mean? We ain't, it's not just one type of run. We got all types of runs, son. All types of runs, son. Oh, big runs. Here we go. Sorry, I thought my thing went out. All right, big runs. Let's do it. I got to get to these big runs, son. The big run, son. Here we go. Now, we got to give all right, Dylan Sampson. Here we go. Now, Dylan Sampson obviously is going to come up multiple times in this video. I don't want to spoil it for you. But as we get to these last few plays that make up this ultimate, or this breakdown of Shedeur Sanders' historic first start. As you saw, we showed you at the end of the half, Myles Garrett sack, what the defense was doing. The score is still 14-3, right? At this point, the Browns are looking for some ice to put the game on. And remember, again, context is everything. Quinshon Judkins actually leaves this game with an injury after actually breaking off a pretty big run. So what happens next, you're on your backup running back. Dylan Sampson hasn't been getting the shine. I'm a big Dylan Sampson guy, by the way. He hasn't been getting the touches you'd hope, you would expect, right? But now in this game, when you need to ice it, right? 14-3 on the better half of the 50-yard line, Dylan Sampson, he really finds a way. And not just finds a way here, right? Not just finds a way here on 1st and 10, the start of the first half here, or the start of the fourth quarter here, but he takes a nicely blocked play here, a nice 26 yards. This is one of those things that gets you in a beautiful scoring range, and this really allowed the Browns to start thinking about, let's pump the brakes. Let's start slowing things down. We can start ending this game after a big 26-yard run from the former Tennessee Volunteer. Now we go Garrett sack number 2. That's where we're going. Just to let you know. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, can I do what we're doing? Wait. I told you. Wait. D. Bush. McGuire. Hollins. Here we go, Myles Garrett. Boom. There we go. Sorry, this is a lot harder. I got to find all these. I don't think we should do this next one live. All right, this was an experiment. The experiment didn't go good, okay? But I think the video is gonna come out really good. So make sure y'all watch it because it's gonna be edited. All right, it's gonna be edited. It's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be amazing. Now, as we enter the last plays of the game that defined what happened, believe it or not, Myles Garrett is doing phenomenal things again. Let's watch Myles Garrett operate here. Now, again, this was a defensive masterclass by the Browns in general. So, I would be remiss to just say it was Myles Garrett, but Myles Garrett does, in fact, get the sack on this particular game. So now he's in this wide technique here, one-on-one with a tackle, right? And what you're going to see is one of his favorite moves. You're going to get this chop. He really tried to chop club. It seemed like he just was able to do that jump set so quick, get loose on it. Yeah, he just beat him. Yeah, I think he was looking to do his, sometimes he does like a jump club swipe type vibe thing, but he just kind of beats him around the edge. And then at this point, Ashton Genty's on him. And then if you want to put Ashton Genty on somebody, that's not good. They meet each other at the quarterback. And in these not last two plays, but these two plays in particular are kind of back to back. This is out of order, but because they're right next to each other, I'll do this really quick. Because this isn't the last, what's it called? This is technically play number 8 of the plays that made the game. But going to end the game, 2 minutes left. Myles Garrett, power to oh my goodness, he cooked this. He cooked this tackle. Oh my goodness. Myles Garrett up top, speed to power. Then he rips. Then he gets the fumble, and that ices the game. That ended the game completely. But if we're going to talk about game enders, we can also talk about this. Now, people were upset about this when people, wait, now it's doing the real full screen. Golly, I hate this app. Why is it now doing the full screen? Anyway, not the point. 8 minutes left in the third or in the fourth, and now it's not. What is going on? What are we doing, huh? Can we get some sort of clarity here? Anyway, quick little screen pass, little bubble screen. Dylan Sampson takes it all the way to the crib. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm not sure why it's broken. It was not broken just a week ago, but now it's broken. But we know what this play was. Big time play. Dylan Sampson takes it 66 yards for Shedeur Sanders' official first touchdown. And I really actually like the play design here. I know we gave a lot of flack to Kevin Stefanski. I'm going to give this credit to Tommy Reese. That's what I'm going to give it to. But you get an orbit motion, right? This is empty to orbit motion. So you motion to quads, basically. You motion to quads, so that immediately makes a balance mismatch over here. You got Njoku, you got Fannin, you got everything, and then after that point, that's just Dylan Sampson elite speed. But yeah, those are the 8 plays that make up this historic first start for Shedeur Sanders. Remember, he was the biggest. He threw the biggest plays and created the most explosive plays out of anybody who played quarterback for the Browns. And afterwards, after getting the win, humbly, he said, "I was a 5th round pick." And they asked him, do you feel this is special because you beat the Raiders in your first game? And he says, "Look, I'm a 5th round pick. I got skipped by everybody at least 5 times." So the humility stayed, and he stayed focused, and now he's hoping. And really in a good spot to start for the Cleveland Browns in the opening week. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know. I want to do this in the offseason, break down some iconic plays or iconic videos, iconic games. My goodness, breaking it down with some iconic plays and different things. So if you have any opinions on it, let me know. Hype the video, like the video. Be great, be blessed, be beautiful. We'll see you next time. Peace. Man. Yeah. Yeah, man, that one, we can't do these live no more. We ain't doing these live. We can't do them live no more. I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100% of 100% with you, Doug. I had to stop 18 times. All right, let's wrap it up. What did y'all say I want to watch next? I'll put a poll out there. I need to know what y'all want to know. What did y'all vote in the poll? All right, some mini camp check-ins. All right. Now, I really wanted to start with my guy, Ted Hurst, man. That's where I want to start. But there are plenty of teams to check in with. Hey, y'all mind if I get a beverage? Can I get a beverage real quick? Y'all mind if I wall out? It's a mouse, bro. Okay, cool. Boom. I'm just a sucker for pain. Y'all remember when that song was out? Man, crazy times. Like, I touch you. Boom! All right, we're going to start with the Buccaneers. All right, let me wild out. Let me get a drink. We're going to check in on some mini camp situation. Remember, Patreon's there. Patreon is there. What's it called? Nicole's laughing at me. Why y'all laughing at me for? Who y'all laughing? I know you guys know when Judy gets mad, he acts like a very upset little girl. The bad part is that he's playing with grown-ass men. It's tough. Remember, this is live. We don't care if you mess up or take a little time. That's to be a live stream. We want to see you troubleshoot the issues, take your time, play. I appreciate y'all letting me troubleshoot, man. I appreciate we working through some kinks. I'm trying to give y'all some new content. Y'all see, it's off season. I'm trying to upgrade stuff. You know what I mean? I got the dynamic lighting. I just kind of changed where the lighting was. I didn't change much, but you know what I mean? I still changed it. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Dang, I had the wrong lighting setting. See, and I had the wrong lighting setting. It's crazy. All right, so one of my favorite players, this rookie class, Ted Hurst, sorry about that. Ted Hurst, Georgia State player. We're going to talk about him in the Buccaneers. We're going to check in with a few other mini camp players, and then we're going to wrap it up, do some reactions. I like when y'all laugh at me. Y'all can laugh at me. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna get a beverage, get some water, get myself some water game going. I'm gonna leave y'all with actually, I'm gonna put a video on for y'all. I'm gonna stop leaving y'all unattended. Let's find a video for y'all. What about an old video? Should I do an old one of my videos? Or should I do like a member video? What should I do? Trying to think. We'll throw a video on from the other day. Man, what? So just so y'all know. Boom. And then we're gonna go like this. Check this out. Y'all still gonna be able to hear me. Don't freak out. Nobody freak out, okay? Boom. Check it. And then we go. Hold up. No. Boom. Yeah. Totally, dude. Party like a rock star. All right, cool. All right, let me go get a beverage. We'll be right back. Y'all listen to him yap, and what a difference. Be right back. Yeah. Just a few more practices make. You know, I understand why the Cleveland Browns have suffered for such absolute death and destruction for a long time in the history of their franchise, right? It has a lot to do with their meaning. It has a lot to do with their fans. The pessimism, the absolute bare minimum and absolute next quarterback every single second. Can we cycle them in as quick as we get them out, right? It's real nasty stuff that I'm seeing from the Browns, right? And it started with one Mary K.K. Cabot saying, hey, Shedeur Sanders Deshaun Watson, rather, needs to be named QB1 right now. 3 days of non-helmeted, I think they had helmets on, but shorts practice, with none of the rookies, just a group of people barely learning the offense. Deshaun Watson is gonna. It's over. It's over. Call it. It's over. It's Deshaun Watson's team. That's what Mary Kay Cabot said. All of a sudden, after we finish up mandatory minicamp, OTAs, now that I don't know, a second-year player learning a completely new offense. Once he gets some time to learn the new offense, it seems that out of Mary Kay, this is the same woman. Yo, this is the same woman. Same woman who said, by the way, Deshaun Watson just needs to start. She says, Shedeur Sanders has made up significant ground in the Browns quarterback race, and it is neck to neck with Deshaun Watson. Neck to neck. Hey, yo, what? And I'm sorry, I am a child. Head coach Todd Monken had previously been close to naming Watson his starter. No, and this is no. This last part is not real. This last part is not real. So I don't know. Do we still believe Mary Kay Cabot here? I don't know, man. I just find it so convenient that it seems like the delusional Shedeur fans, when they say, hey, Mary Kay, that was only 3 practices, at least let him practice, and then you could declare. If Mary Kay, if you came out right now and said Deshaun Watson needs to be QB1, nobody even has a problem with that. I don't think, right? Because at least you saw a full training camp. Not training camp. At least you saw a full spring off-season program, which I don't think is enough to, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, at least there's more than 3 practices to go by. But now Mary Kay Cabot says, hey, that boy too, you know.
It get dangerous.
I don't know what else to say. Except it does get dangerous. It get dangerous. Hats coming soon. You know what I'm saying? My goal is I want to make It Get Dangerous hats, and I want to send them to Shedeur. I want him to, really approve them. But I'm gonna still get them cooked up. But if he gives the blessing, I'm gonna rock with it. If he don't mess with it, I'm ending it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to do no, you know what I mean? But I like the It Get Dangerous. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't copyrighted, I'm spreading your message, brother. All right. Now, here's some other opinions. Some other opinions across the media. And the theme behind this video is how Shedeur Sanders apparently has changed everything. And it shouldn't be this huge revelation that Shedeur is able to be neck and neck. We saw that he had talent, right? We knew who he was, right? We know who Deshaun Watson is, right? Okay. If we let it breathe for a second, you have people like Mr. Terry Pluto. He says, I believe the reason he has not decided, this is Terry Pluto, by the way, has not decided not to name a starting quarterback at this point is based upon how Shedeur Sanders has progressed. This is what the people are. I'm not saying this, man. This isn't Ting's opinions. You don't want Ting's opinions. You don't want Ting's opinions. It would get real dangerous if you got Ting's opinions. But speaking of opinions, we all know, again, check out the second channel. I did a Brendan Sorsby video, multiple Brendan Sorsby video. I do college football and the other stuff over yonder. Brendan Sorsby, he has to, in disgrace, join the supplemental draft. We all know. And immediately the Browns get their name thrown in the ring and stuff like that. And I got to be honest with y'all. I'm not surprised that the Browns would want to bid on him. And shut up. Golly. Just be yapping. Anyway, how we doing? How we feeling? How we living? They do like playing in our face. They do like playing in our face. Yeah, I just need a little drink. By the way, big seltzer boys around here. Big seltzer boys around here. Hey, Polar, what's happening? The first time I said that, I was like, because I'm not a big channel. I was like, hey, maybe Polar, yeah, they can see this or whatever. And then I was like, oh, they a big brand. Oh, okay. They like big as hell. But even still, hey, Polar, what's happening? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be sipping on the beverages. I'll be sipping on all that. Whoa, oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right, what we doing? Mini camp check-in. Why are we delusional when we just show love and the ultimate support for Shedeur? Now, when a white player is loved, he's the second coming of Jesus. Can you say hypocritical? Hey, I believe it too. I ain't just gonna say it. I believe you. I believe it. Yeah, dig. Oh, shout out Nisa for joining the Patreon as a free member. I can't thank you enough, Nisa. She's always supporting. Again, you can be a free member of the Patreon too. So I probably should have said that. You don't have to pay. I'm also gonna like do updates and stuff over there. So if y'all want updates, blah blah, y'all let me know. But anyway, next video, mini camp. Mini camp. Yeah. Last days of mini camp, man. It's the last days of mini camp. Last days of mini camp. Teams are finishing up. Some teams are canceling their last days. And I thought it was really important to check in on one of my, pair of my favorite rookies coming into this season. One a little underrated. One is not underrated, but really doubted, right? Ruben Bain Jr. as well as Ted Hurst on the Buccaneers. And we're going to start with the explosive George Pickens clone in Mr. Ted Hurst, as he's a big, long 6'3" guy out of Georgia State. And coming out the gate, he seems to already be impressing. He says both Buck rookies, Ted Hurst and Bar Sharp, need to look into who Bar Sharp is. Recorded touchdowns and goal line team drill. Hurts had an impressive grab in the back of the end zone in traffic. So it seems like the Georgia State guy is making an immediate impact. Let's see what head coach Todd Bowles has to think about it.
Todd, what's your comfort level with Ted Hurst, and do you envision him helping you right away?
Oh, that's a work in progress right now. He's a very bright guy, but every rookie's got some learning to do, and that'll progress through the preseason, probably through the regular season as well, but I do see him helping us right away.
I do see him helping us right away. Y'all got to remember, this is a Georgia State guy. This isn't a big wide receiver school. This isn't no big. He's not from USC. He's not from no SEC school. He is from Georgia State in Atlanta. I don't want to dox myself, but I could drive there in the night if I needed to. You know what I'm saying? I've been there multiple nights. Don't go to the racetrack. They shut it down anyway. Anyway, do not go to the racetrack. So I think this is so cool. And he's just, as a physical specimen, is really dope to see. We talk about the combination of physical traits and physical abilities, right? The speed, the burst, the explosiveness. He's so twitchy, right? That's, I think, what separates him, right? He's got great hands. He's got strong hands, but man, the burst, the twitch, how active his feet are at the size that he is, it's going to give defensive players a very hard time. So let's go on and check out the Buccaneers. Now, I don't have any association with the Buccaneers other than, we rock with Shiloh, and Shiloh played there. Baker Mayfield, I ain't got no beef with him neither, but I really like Ted Hurst. I really like Ruben Bain. So this might be a team that we follow, for this year. Y'all let me know if y'all have any problems with that. I'm trying to just stick with AFC South and AFC North because obviously Texans and the Titans, I make a lot of Titans videos, and obviously I'm a Texans fan. AFC North, make a lot of Shedeur and Browns content. I like talking about the Ravens and the Steelers and stuff like that. So if I could sneak in another team, maybe the Buccaneers, maybe shout out Trizzy. I love talking about the Carolina Panthers too. That's technically, it's my ladies team, even though she won't claim them. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's my ladies team. She just don't want to claim them. So I'm fine talking about them too. I like talking about, everything, but I know I can only know so much. So here is Baker Mayfield. Now, I actually want to stop. I want to take a pause here, not like stop the video, but stop my train of thought, and instead of just reacting to these clips. Because Baker Mayfield's actually in a bit of a contract negotiation. So I want to kind of put a question to you on this video. Would you pay Baker Mayfield, right? I'm not going to give you no stat. I'm not going to give you no fact. I ain't going to give you I'm not going to, try to sell you Baker Mayfield. Just right now, if you're a team, you know Baker Mayfield, however you think of Baker Mayfield in your head, would you extend him to top of the market money right now? That's the real question, because that's the situation that Baker Mayfield finds himself in, where, he's been playing some really good football. Like, when you put his entire NFL career into perspective, this is somebody who is really battled through a lot of adversity, right? Whether it be his size and stature, whether it be playing for the Browns, right? Whether it be, obviously after he went for the Browns, he was looked at as kind of like a cast off. He was looked at as washed, right? He goes to Carolina, he goes to the Rams, right? He's showing his value, and now he finds a home with the Buccaneers and is playing some valuable football. Obviously, you get to the end of the season, sometimes he starts to fade. But how much of that can we put on him? How much of that can we put on injuries, right? How much can we put on him not taking care of his body through those injuries, right? That can be a conversation as well. For somebody who's a Texas fan who is, probably should hate Baker Mayfield more than I do, I wish him the best. I hope he gets his money, man. I think that the NFL is better when the Buccaneers have something in mind. So that was him throwing to both Jalen McMillan as well as Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson's going to have a lot of high expectations coming into their next year as well. So it's going to be interesting. Leanne in the live chat says he could get more than what he's getting, but that market money would be in incentives. And Leanne makes a really good point. That's the issue that he's going to have to deal with right now. Baker Mayfield. So where the rubber is going to have to meet the road, and I'll play this clip while I'm doing this. This is Ruben Bain, some first-round picks, and some defensive line showing up some speed. And Leanne makes a great point. Where the rubber is going to meet the road is Baker Mayfield wants the market money. And the market money right now is what, $55 million, $60 million a year, right? XYZ. So the question then comes to, right, are we good? Are we good? My thing just reset. We're still live, right? Can somebody let me know if we're live? I don't know what happened. Okay, thank you, Nisa. Sorry about that. Sorry, I was trying to finish Leanne's point. So where the rubber meets the road there is you want $50-60 million. And that's why, Leanne, she did a great job at kind of helping me there. That's why I asked y'all the question at the beginning without even giving you any stats, anything. Would you pay Baker Mayfield, right? Because the problem is not would you pay him. Leanne hits the nail on the head. The problem is, do you want to pay him market money? And Baker Mayfield's a smart guy. I'm sure the Buccaneers have handed him a contract, to Leanne's point, with that $50 million AAV. But it's probably a whole lot of incentives. And I'm assuming, like they did Kyler Murray, like they do with all these contracts, I'm assuming those incentives are probably end of season, maybe playoff berths, maybe blah, blah, blah. Maybe, your stats don't fall. Like they attack your weaknesses when it comes to that. So they can officially, hopefully neuter that contract, right? So that's the kind of the conversation that's going to be had, when it comes to the Buccaneers, and the conversation that Baker Mayfield is going to have when he has these, negotiations. It's a hard and interesting place to be in. But continuing on, Ruben Bain's not going to have any, contract negotiations anytime too soon. Hopefully, it's pretty soon. Actually, the sooner it is for him, the better it is for him. He gets one of them Will Anderson contracts coming into his third, fourth year. That would probably be a really good situation for him to be in. And I just love the fact that, and I always say that I'm going to put that on a shirt. Don't believe anything you hear during the draft, because I genuinely believe it. I've seen enough draft cycles where, we overrate, we underrate, we make these mythical ideas of certain certain prospects, I should say. And I think Ruben Bain was one of those guys who kind of fell victim to that. You saw the dominance in college. You saw the versatility, right? I don't know how anybody sees him and doesn't, and shout out to G Mansky, because he did a great, I keep going back to that point whenever he talked about Keldrick Folk going to the Cowboys, right? And I kept looking at him as like, oh, he can't pass rush. And he was like, but he's a super dynamic player in the run game, right? So if I can move him to the inside, I can have him secure the edge. Like, he's a dynamic run defender. And in that same aspect, I'm thinking, with Ruben Bain, instead of just focusing on his arms, you have to move him to defensive tackle. Well, if you do move him to the inside, he's probably going to be very scary. If he can't play edge, he's going to be extremely scary wherever he does play. And I'm almost certain that he can play edge. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that he's going to be quite dominant at it. But the versatility is only going to add to his ability to what he can add to the rest of this team. Here's Ted Hurst at mandatory minicamp, moving nice, moving smooth. Again, just a big skyscraper out there, just gliding through there. I'm happy that, I believe he's the 3rd round pick, right? It's a 3rd round pick. He's getting some flavor, getting some burn. It's a good thing. Again, more Ted Hurst. What's wrong with Ted Hurst? If get up out of there, Teddy. Don't call him Teddy. Nobody told him. Nobody told him to call him Teddy. Don't call him Teddy. Already got that video. Let's take a peek at some more Baker Mayfield. Finding his guy White over the middle. Oh, that's it. That's all we get. Who else? Somebody let me know. Who else? Is Kyle Trask still in this quarterback room? Who else is in the Buccaneers quarterback room? I am not as locked in with the quarterback. There goes Bucky Irving. Hopefully he has another big season. Good to see there. Good to see there. Now, something that you love to hear, and you've been hearing a lot of this from a lot of different coaches, right? Is that it's apparently, the Buccaneers are done with minicamp. They cut their short because of how good their minicamp was.
We had a good practice. Tomorrow's practice is going to be more the younger guys anyway, and they got a lot of reps today, especially closing it out in 2 minutes. So we feel good where we are.
You like to hear that. You love to hear that. That is such a confidence booster for some of these veterans going into the offseason, going into their break, right? It's a good thing to see that. I think we have a few more. Here we go. A few more Baker Mayfield clips there, too. Ooh. Went up there and got it. Boom. Emeka Ibuka. I don't know how he went through this whole entire. Oh, shout out Jake Browning. I don't know how he went through this whole entire video without talking about Emeka Ibuka. He would have been the offensive player of the year if, things stayed consistent with the output for the Buccaneers. It seemed like both Emeka and him and Baker Mayfield kind of struggled at that latter part of the season there. So Ted Hurst again. There goes Emeka again. Oof. He just sucks in balls. He just sucks balls in. You know what I'm saying? If you get that reference, let me know. Here we go. Baker Mayfield connecting with several receiver targets. He's Baker Mayfield, he's one of those throwers of the football who puts so much into throwing the football, but it works because he makes it work. So that's important. Here are Chris Godwin is still on this team. Dog, this man. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the Browns wide receiver room, especially the new players they added. I think the Bucs might have the best. I don't know if it's the best. This is one of the best wide receiver rooms because it's hard to count out Minnesota. You got Justin Jefferson and you have Jordan Addison, and then obviously with Cincinnati you have T. Higgins and you have Jamar Chase, and then you go down the line. But Chris Godwin, I'm high on Ted Hurst, so Chris Godwin, Ted Hurst, Emeka Ibuka, Jalen McMillan, Tez Johnson gave you some good valuable times or good valuable play. McMillan, there's a lot of flavor on this Buccaneers wide receiver room. Like this is it's kind of scary a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Also, we talked a lot about contracts and who's dealing with contracts and who's got contract situations. Something to be on the lookout for. Apparently, Vita Vea is also dealing with some contract situations. So be on the lookout there. And while we're here, because some of these I'm not gonna add to like an entire video. Had some other minicamp videos I just didn't get to talk about. So I'm done with the Bucs. I'm very excited about what they've got. I think that's gonna be a super fun team. Another team that I think is gonna be fun is my Texans. I got Brevin Jordan, tight end, looking big, coming in with Danielle Hunter, looking nice, looking good. And then we got our guy. This is the real question, right? How long is it gonna be until there's a quarterback controversy in Houston, huh? How long is it until long neck Davy Mills comes through like the sharpest looking giraffe you've ever seen and gives CJ Stroud a run from it? I mean, look at that spiral. Do you see that spiral, son? That thing like a cinnamon toast. Woo! It's like a cinnamon roll. That thing spinning so nice, man. Look, man, I'm always Team Davis Mills. But I don't think a quarterback controversy is coming anytime soon, man. I just don't think it. I don't think it is. But it's a great excuse to look at my Texans. And another excuse, AFC South, we there. Danny Dimes. Didn't he tear his Achilles? How is he back? How is he back? I have no idea. $10. I don't know if you can tell, but my little bitty buddy is asleep. So I can't really yell like I usually wall out. But just know, shout out to Sam for the $10 donation to the Little Things Diaper Fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Selmore. You know what it is. You know how we did. I can't be too loud. I can't do too much. But wrapping up, we checked in the Colts, we checked on the Texans, we did plenty of not the Jags, but the Bucks. Any more one-offs? I don't think we have any more one-offs. We might do the Cowboys in their own regard. Them boys, them Bengals going crazy too, man. They making some crazy. They doing all types of. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy over there. So, I need to check it. What I need to do is I need to sit in when I do the wrapping things up. When I do it, I might do like a whole like a section where I just do some mini camp stuff, some really good videos. Okay, shout out Selma with the I don't know what that is, but thank you for that with the little finger thing. I'll rock with that. But yeah, that's good stuff. Shout out to the Bucks. I think I'm very excited about those specific players. I'm very excited about what they can add to the game. I'm very excited about the Bucks. I'm excited to see some foosball. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of foosball coming up for these next few weeks, so it's going to be a weird situation. But we're enjoying it while we can. We'll do some wrapping up with things and wrap some things up. Y'all be great. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And we'll see you next time. Peace. Wait, hype the video. I'll be spamming hype the video, dog. I'll be spamming it. Sent number one dad for 350. Number one dad. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate the dad stuff, man. Being a dad it's a good time, man. It's a good time. I gotta say it's a good time. Sent mic drop for 600 joules. Okay, thank you, sir. For the mic drop. Can we get to some second channel videos? We got plenty of videos for the main channel. Plenty, and then wrapping things up on Saturday. Yeah, we got main channel, we good. We got plenty of videos for the main channel. Now, if I could get into some of the second channel antics. But where did I put it? Boom, right there. And then is there anything that y'all would like me to react to? Like, is Shiloh wilding or anything? I'm surprised I haven't heard from Shiloh in a while. Wow. What's in the box? I'm getting the weirdest This is very weird. I'm just getting very odd suggestions. What is going on? What is this? Oh my God. All right, I'm confused. I'm confused. All right, y'all got anything else y'all want me to react to? If not, I'm gonna crank some TikToks out. Oh, you know what I want to do? Nah. You know what I want to do? Nah. What I want to do is I want to react to all of the... Dog, what the fuck? I'm sorry. What is going on? I want to react to all of the the British people and European people reacting to the football stadiums. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll do this video, which is the Eli Manning or Mesi. It's gonna be really quick. If y'all are done with the regular stuff, y'all could dip out. I'm about to do 2 different types of videos here. It's gonna be some second channel stuff. It's gonna be some second channel stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Very, very funny. Okay, cool. Now, first things first. Mesi or Eli Manning? Which career would you rather have? Eli Manning or Mesi? Which career would you rather have? Simple question. Simple question. Right? Very simple question. Whose career would you want, Eli Manning or Lionel Messi? Now, before we get into this, I want to explain a few things, right? I want to make sure that we understand who Lionel Messi is. All right. All right, did y'all vote yet? Have y'all voted? Oh, thank you for the fortune cookie, by the way. What the Now I gotta be honest with you. Just putting things, side by side, it don't look like there's much to even compare here, right? So just quick little comparisons. Obviously Lionel Messi recently won his FIFA World Cup. He's in the FIFA World Cup right now. That was like the last thing on his last accomplishment that I guess he needed. He had the Copa America. He already did the La Liga trophies, Champions League. He's done plenty of those things. 2 Copa Americas, actually, by the way, 22 World Cup, 4 UEFA Champions Leagues, 45 plus trophies, 8 Ballon d'Ors. By the way, if you're not familiar, because obviously this is not a football channel, Ballon d'Or is basically the award given to the best football player in the entire world. So if you're going crazy, in the German league, or you're going crazy, what's it called in Bundesliga, that is the German league. If you're going crazy, in La Liga or Premier, you know what I'm saying? It's everything else that kind of, comes together. And then obviously he's had 91 goals in a singular calendar year, 75 millions of everybody loves Messi. Everybody wants to, people who don't watch soccer know Messi. Then compared to Eli Manning's 2-time Super Bowl champion, right? Defeated Tom Brady and the Patriots twice. He is the reason why Tom Brady probably doesn't have double-digit Super Bowl wins, right? So 2 Super Bowl MVPs, consecutive starts. But if you remember anything about Eli Manning, is you have to also add in the fact that the end part of his career, he kind of tainted a lot of his legacy by just playing bad football. You know what I mean? Like he had the 2 years and the good years, but that was all. And I think we could all agree that these comparisons, it's just not close. Like I don't even think it's close as a comparison from Eli Manning to Messi. Especially because Messi's already dominating NFL players from records as it is right now. He's got a better record than Derek Carr at Arrowhead Stadium. He's already transcending the game. But I did think this was a very interesting conversation from the Dan Patrick Show, right?
Paulie said this is an unbelievable poll question that he has. That it could be debates, bets attached to this. It is that important.
It's a bit of a sports social experiment. Football is the biggest sport in our country. Soccer, the biggest sport on earth. Not really a debate. Okay. Whose career would you want? Eli Manning, remove money. Eli Manning, 2 Super Bowls, likely going to the Hall of Fame, very good quarterback in the sport that a lot of people love in America. Or you could be Lionel Messi, likely going to go down as the greatest player in the most popular sport on earth. Remove what they make. But what did you guys think you would do, and I want to bet on the results.
Are you betting now, or do you want to wait till, how do we know that?
I'd like to give our answers first, and then we can bet on the results. Because I'm curious if being the best ever at the biggest sport on earth trumps playing football.
Football or whatever it might be. Brother-in-law who played in college. I get it. I didn't get it when I was growing up. I mean, I didn't get golf till I was 35. I'm like, that's my dad's sport. Todd?
I'm going to go, because it's NFL and the reasons you gave, two-time MVP. He did it in New York, and he did it both times against Brady. Mainly, again, because I'm just much more into football than soccer. I'm going to go Eli Manning.
Dylan?
I'm going to go Mesi. I mean, he's the GOAT.
Marvin?
Mesi. I want to be the greatest at something.
All right. Paul?
Yeah, Mesi, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think it's much of a debate. Now, if you said you could be Tom Brady or you could be Mesi. Yeah.
Tom Brady or Messi. Tom Brady or Messi. Hey, this gonna sound crazy. This gonna sound very crazy. Messi was able to do it and still keep his family. I just want to point that out there.
I thought that made it too easy on football fans because he's similar to Messi in our sport of football. Would you want to be a very good quarterback with rings? I think this is going to be a very close poll question, and Eli's going to get like 42%.
Because there are people who don't think Eli's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, right, but they love football. Like Fritzy loves football.
You'd have to come up with a better football example for me to make this closer.
Eli was booked today. That's why.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's half the reason of the poll
question.
Okay,
well, there you go.
Okay, would you rather be Peyton Manning or Messi?
Yeah, Messi. No.
I'm gonna throw the BS flag on that one. I think we need to go with someone a bit lesser. No offense to Eli, he is going to be a Hall of Famer. Has 2 rings.
I would still want to be Messi over Peyton Manning.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes, he's the greatest. He's the GOAT. Yeah. If you said you could be Messi, LeBron, or Tom Brady.
Ooh. Okay. Now we got a conversation. Because here's the thing. Football fame and basketball fame is different, but soccer fame is different. Ooh, Messi, Tom Brady, or LeBron James. Dang. I think I gotta go Messi. I think I want to be able to just be that fresh in the way that soccer players in their career seem so much cooler. Like you telling me that I spent my last few years, just playing lesser competition, dominating everybody in America, chilling in Miami, getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. Or if I'm like Ronaldo, I can go get paid $8 billion to go play in Saudi Arabia. Like that's a good way to end the career. You know what I mean?
Is it obvious that you're going to take Tom Brady's career? Because, LeBron is in the conversation of greatest. Because I don't want to put Jordan in there because I would take Jordan. But if I said you could have... you could throw in Tiger. You could throw in
Tiger.
I can't throw in
all right. We do have to create some separation from Messi. Like Messi has done things. I know it's soccer, and maybe because I grew up with soccer players, but there has to be some respect for the things and the level of legendary that he is. Like
LeBron, Tom Brady with Messi. Yes, Dylan.
Yeah, I guess like every. Obviously up for debate, GOAT in their respective sport, which would be Jordan, Gretzky, Messi, just for the sake of argument.
Well, Jordan's going to win that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's going to win that. Like, I could put Gretzky in there as well.
Ohtani.
But, yeah. Okay. Who said, who did we have on the other day?
We're just throwing names out.
CC Sabathia said Ohtani's the greatest baseball player of all time. He homered last night.
It's a little soon.
I think he's had 4. Yeah, 4. You do?
I think it's a little soon to crown him the best baseball player of all time. Will he, barring any,
Okay. Does he have to have 3 more great years? Like he could have 3 more MVPs. Right?
He's going to get one. He's basically a lock at this point for this season.
Yes. Yes, Todd.
Would Ali hold his own in a poll like that, or because it's boxing and?
No. Please, Nisa, thank you. Put some respect on soccer. Stop it. Just stop. Y'all, boxers and stuff. No. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me, dog. What else did I say I was gonna react to? Did I say I was gonna react to anything else? I don't even remember saying I was gonna react to anything else. I don't know. Hey, I gotta be honest with you. I'm done. I'm wrapping this up. They pissed me off with the Mesi stuff. We gotta dip and rip, dog. We gotta dip and rip, dog. But no, hey, great stream. We went for a whole 2 hours, dog. My goodness, we went for a long time, man. But for everybody that's here, everybody that was here, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Can't do none of this without you, man. 2 hours. We had fun. We did some new stuff. New videos coming out. We have a video coming out right as you end the stream. I'm gonna have a video coming out for you. Just putting a thumbnail on it now. What's it called? But I'm a little tired. I'm a little sleepy. Y'all the best in the building. Y'all the best in the business. Fun stream, 2 hours, chilling like a villain. Usually we have a lot more people here left, but you know things. I drug this one out. We started talking about soccer. I want to make sure y'all know this off season, we're not just gonna be doing whatever. We're not just gonna be getting by. We're not just gonna be hoping and praying that we can make content. Nah, man, I got a plan. New content is coming. Y'all see the new types of content being made. New content being made on the second channel. I want to be a place where, you know what I mean? Like, there's actual entertainment here, right? There's actual news being broke, right? I want to continue increasing the levels of quality and intentionality behind what I'm doing, so that when it does come to the point of, or not come to the point, but you know, when you look to my content, you see, okay, well, I'm getting real value from it. You know what I mean? I don't want you to ever feel like you're just watching something to put on in the background. Which, hey, you can put me on in the background and just listen if you want to. Y'all be great. Y'all be amazing. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your night. Nisa, thank you so much. Rashida, thank you. Trizzy, always in the building. Nisa, always in the building. Selma, always in the building. Always donating. Thank you so much for donating. Anybody who donated, if you donated a few cents, if you donated $10, everything goes to the diaper fund, and it always means a lot. Patreon. It's the pinned comment. If you want ad-free content, if you want more things, if you just can't get enough of things, hit that up. Yeah, it's the pinned comment. You can join for free. You can do a 7-day trial. It's going to be free content, official content, or not official content, exclusive content, all that different fun stuff. But yeah, man, y'all be